All right, welcome back, everybody. We've got a follow-up to the Ciele hats. I think that's how you pronounce it. And I bought these about a little over a month ago. Yeah, I think I would buy these again. But I wanted to cover this in a little bit more detail so that you can see kind of how they've held up over the last month. I know that's not a lot of miles, not a lot of time, but I've used them quite a lot. Let's talk about sweat management first. So these hats on the inside, if you can see it right here, they have little band and it kind of captures the sweat. I wouldn't say it's like a really thick material, so it doesn't keep you hot. They call it, they branded it as the Cool Wick material. So right here, it's the Cool Wick material and it's very comfortable. So there's no areas that kind of pinch you or anything. And as far as the sweat goes, it helps manage it. But I will say that I ran last night for like 30-40 minutes outdoors and it was totally fine. And when I run indoors, like actually these come in even more handy. What I'll end up doing is I'll put on the hat forward like this and sometimes like this, and it just kind of, I guess by putting it up, it doubles as kind of tight. It also tightens up the hat a little bit, and in turn that helps kind of absorb some of the sweat that prevents it from dripping down into your eyes. And when I'm running indoors, because there's a little less airflow, I'll sometimes flip it around backwards. And I'm not sure if these hats were intended or designed for you to wear backwards, but I do it anyways. And this little band right here, I think that it doesn't really absorb the sweat. I wish that if the designers of Ciele are watching this, I wish that this band right here acted as more of a sweat absorbing material, or there's something in there like another type of material in there that could help absorb some of that, or maybe on the top side where this arch is, if there was some sort of material that could absorb it for those that wear it backwards on occasion. But I'll flip back and forth, and I guess that helps absorb some of the sweat. It just kind of spreads it out. I know that sounds kind of gross, but it's a real reason why I got one of these hats. And all these hats absorb the sweat the same, so they're all the same. They all have the same material on the inside. So it's this nice material in general, like it's soft, very comfortable. I think the top part of it, it wicks off the sweat. So any perspiration that you have, it's a very thin material. It kind of wicks it away. So it does a really good job of that and keeps you cool. And I don't think it gets very heavy or waterlogged. It just kind of, the material itself, if anything, I kind of wish that, actually, if anything, I like the material so much that I want to find shirts that are made of this kind of material. So talking about comfort, as I said, there's no pinch points on here. Wearing them backwards is I don't think it's as intended because you have this little plastic piece right here. And I would say that that's probably the part that's a little less comfortable, but no minus points on that. It's just, it's how hats are. I think they're intended to be worn this way. So overall comfort, really good. So as far as the visor works, blocking out the sunlight, I mean, it does as it's completely opaque. So it does block out the sunlight on really bright days. And I found that useful. And I found that this part that flips up and down is nice too. So that's just an extra added bonus of having these kind of running hats. And I know that this brand is not the only one that does this, but it works well and holds in place. They have two different sizes of these hats in terms of the length of the bill. I think that if I were to, maybe that's the one thing, if I were to buy this again, I would probably get another version that has the shorter bill. There are probably days where it's like a little less sunny. I would just kind of want to run with like a shorter bill. It doesn't matter. Overall, these hats they're very comfortable. And for me, they're a good fit. So it's really hard to find hats that actually fit me well and look okay. And I've grown to really like these over the last month. So that says quite a bit. And the adjustability in the back makes it really easy. So I'll show you that real quickly. So it has this little plastic piece right here, and you can undo it by pressing in, and it just clips in and out like that. And then you can just adjust the nylon strap here. Like you can just do it like works like a book bag. Just adjust the strap and you can make it longer or shorter as needed. So no fancy technology. It just works, kind of no hassle. And so the last point is durability. Just taking them, abusing them. I throw them in my book bag. I fold them up. These things like the bill, I guess, is made of some sort of synthetic material. So even if you fold it, it doesn't leave a permanent crease. So they're very forgiving in that way. And I like that. I would say that so far they've held up. Not sure if you can see, there's a small like little piece right here that's small fray. Right here, there's like a little piece of thread, but I'm just going to pull that off. I don't think that's a sign of it falling apart. It just probably just came loose as it as you're using it. But I do notice that I think as far as durability in terms of like the color and things like sweat and the gross stuff kind of staying on there, it's done a really good job. The material that they use, it doesn't really get stained easily. So I found that just using it so far, it's been really good. And that includes like things like smell, and it doesn't retain any of that nasty bacterial smell, but I wash them right after I run. So I'm pretty good about that. I don't let them fester. These are great hats. I really like the colors that they offer. They're probably, they're on the more expensive side, but if you buy them for life, I think that these are good. And if you have any other suggestions of hats to try out while running or other running gear that you'd like to have reviewed, leave it in the comments below. I'll give you my honest take on it. So that's about it. So yeah, happy running, everybody. Cheers. All right, later.